Good morning and welcome back to the second half of the morning hash. My name is Andrew. Thank you so much for joining me here this morning um, as we continue on this journey of trying to figure out how I'm going to format this show. If you didn't catch the first half, we did about 20 minutes on some COVID information. If you'd like to go check that out, and I would suggest that you do. It's like I said, it's only 20 minutes, so it's not as long as my diatribe last week. And I apologize for being out of the loop for the past few days. I've been under the weather, and I've got a day job, so I'm a little busy there, and then I feel like crap. So, you know, but you gotta tough through sometimes, and I guess I didn't. But here we are. Okay, let's get into the rest of the news for the day, okay? Now, let's see. CPR news. I never heard a proposal from three. So we're getting into some Second Amendment stuff here, okay? Because it's on the tip of everyone's tongue right now. It's the forefront of everyone's mind. A proposal from three Colorado Democratic lawmakers would ban assault weapons. Now, first of all, let's just get that right out of the way. Assault weapons. Any weapon is an assault weapon. Anything is an assault. Anything. If I assault you with a brick, it's an assault brick. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that. So what they would like to do, and it goes in here to who's drafting it up and what the intentions are of it. Let's see. The draft would define an assault weapon as a semi-automatic rifle that uses detachable magazines and has one of a number of features such as a pistol grip, a folding stock, a barrel shroud, or a threaded barrel, among others. The draft would also ban certain 50 caliber rifles, semi-automatic pistols, shotguns with revolving cylinders, and semi-automatic shotguns with various conditions for each firearm. Yeah, they go on to say that this is the NRA state association went on to say that this is a tyrannical. Um, yeah, so this just happened in Colorado, and meanwhile, where I am in Illinois, I'm about 2.5 hours south of Chicago. Thank God. Let's see. The battle over the enforcement of the Protect Illinois Communities Act. The new law that includes a state assault weapons ban is set to intensify. Um, let's see here. Multiple county sheriffs across the state said they won't enforce it. On Friday, a circuit court judge in downstate Effingham County issued a temporary restraining order blocking the new law, although that ruling only applies to 850 plaintiffs. Now, I am not an attorney, my very rudimentary understanding of law here is that this temporary restraining order on the law is only for these 850 plaintiffs so that they can continue to buy certain semi-automatic rifles and firearms. Okay, that doesn't mean the rest of you can. All right, I'm not an attorney. I'm not an attorney. Um, and that's basically what I wanted to touch on here. I mean, we've got Illinois. They're trying to take firearms away from law-abiding gun owners, and they just let Chicago average about two murder. I think Chicago averages just under two murders a day. Yeah, good job, JB Pritzker and Lori Lightfoot. Which brings me to 22 saw a surge in gun deaths, especially in big cities. Let's just go down to the list here real quick. So I got all these down here. Let's see. Now again, this is 2020, but not that long ago. Let's see. Per 100,000. Okay. So this is out of 100,000. The leading cities are Baltimore, Maryland, Memphis, Tennessee, Detroit, Michigan, Kansas City, Missouri, Cleveland, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Indianapolis, Indiana, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Las Vegas, Nevada, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and just for a good measure, Tucson, Arizona, and Chicago, Illinois. And then, of course, there's Houston and Washington, D.C. right behind it. So what do all of these places have in common? They all have Democratic mayors. Okay. At the time of this, in 2020, they all had Democratic mayors and some of the strictest gun controls in the nation, in the country. I mean, Chicago has pretty damn strict gun control laws, and Chicago is out of control. I mean, they have at least a dozen shootings every weekend. So, I mean, that's that, make of that what you will. Let's move on. Um, we're going to touch on some health. No, I don't want to keep going back to ergo log too many times, but the main thing I wanted to point out here is you got to stay active throughout your life, right? Just stay active. You don't have to be a power lifter or anything like that. You're not going to the Olympics. So, yoga, walking, cardio training, all types of physical activity improve sleep. So, if you think about yoga, walking, cardio training, yoga and walking, those are things that you could do your entire life, right? Um, I don't know if I wanted to go any more into this. They do some great research here. They go down into all the numbers and everything. Um, Again, from Ergolog, just 15 minutes walking per day extends life expectancy. Isn't that crazy? I mean, just 15 minutes a day. So all you got to do, hey, I highly suggest you just walk 30 minutes a day, and just start there. It doesn't have to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight, but you got to get up and you got to get active. Okay, we've got studies that show even the basics can help you so much. Again, all these links will be below in the description, so I highly suggest that you check them out. Go over to nice news. Sitting too much, there's a simple way to offset the negative health impacts. And what did I see down here? Okay, published on January 12th in the Journal of Medicine and Science and Sports and Exercise, the research determined that breaking up each half hour of sitting with a light 5-minute walk significantly reduced systolic blood pressure, the pressure in your arteries when your heart beats, and lowered blood sugar levels throughout the day. So again, just you get up and walk for 5-10 minutes, even for every half hour you're sitting. I, you're going to get a little energy boost, and it's going to be better for you in the long run. So just stay active your whole life. You don't, like I said, you don't have to bench press 400 pounds your entire life. You just got to stay active. Okay, you got one body, use it. Now, I believe we're on to sports. I'm checking out my sheet. Sports it is. I didn't. I really wish I didn't have to say this one. The Bucks halftime drag show sparks debate on social media. So the Milwaukee Bucks basketball team and professional basketball team and the National Basketball Association um, featured a drag show as part of their Pride Night festivities on Wednesday, with the event taking place at halftime of their game against the Denver Nuggets at Fiserv Forum. Fans going to the game were able to purchase a ticket package for which they received a Bucks Pride scarf and beanie for those who show off their support for the LGBT plus community. The Bucks also those showcase those who identify those in the community. This is written weird. Is it just me? It's early. The drag show drew mixed reviews on social media, I can imagine. Let's see. Safe space for underrepresented members of our community, including the LGBTQIA plus. Wasn't it just LGBT? I can't keep up with this. Office inkjet printer 52704. Um, but here's a little taste. It's only 39 seconds. I'm sorry. It goes on and on and on. I mean, you don't really need to see now. Now, there's nothing too hypersexualized about this, but what the hell is going on with putting drag shows in front of children? I don't care if it's gay or straight or anything in between. Keep sex away from children. Stop hypersexualizing children. When they go to school, I mean, how many grade schoolers do you think were in the audience here? Junior high kids who are just now learning about reading and writing and arithmetic. Whatever happened to teaching those things, right? Why are you teaching them? Why are you trying to confuse young people about gender? There's got to be something going on there because it keeps happening all over the place. Here's yet another reason I don't watch professional sports anymore. There is some sad news in professional sports. More concerning news. The ex-Detroit Lions linebacker Jesse Lemonnier dies at the age of 25. Former Detroit Lions linebacker Jesse Lemonnier has died. The team confirmed Thursday. He was 25. 25. And of course, his agent, Drew Smith of DEC Management, told ESPN that Lemonnier and his girlfriend were expecting a child, which makes this, I mean, God bless them and keep them. Um, it's just this odd, awful, horrible trend of professional athletes just dropping like flies. I'm not going to sit here and say this or that. You can make your own determination. Sad news, very sad news, but I think it's important because these people are at the peak of their physicality, are suffering from something, and we've got to figure it out fast. All right, where are we at? Time. All right, we're getting there. National forecast, and current conditions. Your first work at weather this weekend. Let's see. This is from the Weather Channel. Here's the current radar. So you see a little bit of snow coming into Wisconsin and everything. You can kind of see where you're at on the map. Again, I'm not a weatherman, people. Infrared, if that means anything to you. Current temperatures. So this will probably mean something to you. It's cold. It'd be cold. It'd be cold just about everywhere. Hell, down and even in Mexico. Wow, they're getting some cold, huh? Global warming. Test your IQ. Oh, and then here you go. This is the today's forecast. So where I am, it's about in the low 30s, and boy, it's gonna really cool off down in Texas, Southern California. That's probably freezing for them. And then you've got Fargo and all these people up here who are in the freezing, barren wasteland. My cousins live up there actually. So there's tonight's forecast and thunderstorm forecast. Nothing in the on the map. Rain and snow forecast the next 48 hours. So yeah, just check out your region and go from there. That's all I got, really. Entertainment news. The Oscar nominations came out. If anyone gives a damn. Let's see. Where are they? I'm just gonna say who is nominated for. Where is it? Here's the Oscar nominations for Best Picture. All Quiet on the Western Front. Very good movie. Avatar: Way of Water. Haven't seen it. Banshees of Inisherin. Haven't seen it. Elvis. Every Everything Everywhere All at Once. Haven't seen it, heard good things. The Fablemans. Tar, heard good things. Top Gun Maverick. That's nice. That's real nice. Triangle of Sadness and Women Talking. And then if you want to go into, all this stuff, the best, like I don't really care about the Oscars. I really don't. The other entertainment news I had for you. Uh, let's see. Walt Disney, the Walt Disney Company paid a heavy price for their foray into politics as they lost $123 billion of their market value as stocks dropped 44.58% from the beginning to the end of 2022. I'm having some trouble today. Let's see. Where was it? While Disney's problems this year stem from lower than anticipated profits for their streaming Discovery, Disney Plus, as well as lower box office receipts, the company's shameless promotion of LGBT content certainly played a part. If the market report is any indication, pushing queer representation and other woke politics was a bad move for their bottom line. Okay. And then it goes on to describe the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, which it never does. So that's not the title of the bill, actually. So if you want to check that out, um, yeah, just why are we pushing all this sexuality and gender ideology onto children? Why? Give me a good reason. Why? There is no good reason, and Walt Disney suffered because of it. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's see what else we got here. And speaking of that, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis plans to rid Walt Disney World of its special tax district privileges. So I'm going to wrap this up here pretty quick, guys. I've already gone over a little bit. So, I mean, if, not only have they lost some market value, but quite a bit, almost half their market value. Um, they have a very, very special tax credit. they have over 2,000 acres where they're kind of considered their own little district and city state. So they've got a lot of their own laws and rules and regulations and special tax status. Um, so I'll put, again, all links in the description. So check that out if you want to get more detailed. Now let's get into some good news before we got to go. Let's see here. Uber Eats delivery man walks on court, interrupts the I can't ever pronounce that, Loyola game. So check this out. Check this out. Okay. Now they're having a game.
Usher, let's see if we can see this. No, this is.
And here's my man.
There he is,
down here
right
in the
there in
corner.
the corner. Yeah,
Here's my man right
This
here.
guy's actually. Who's he delivering it to?
The ref.
The
ref
official?
said later. Give it to me later.
Do you
Not
think you got any more of
now.
that?
Philip Alston's done a lot of
Where
it.
you at? We'll go back. We'll check him out one more time. This dude was doing his job, man. He wasn't paying attention to anything else going on around him.
There he is.
There
Right
he
there in the
is.
corner.
Hey.
Yeah.
This
you
guy's
order?
actually. Who's he delivering
Someone
it to?
in here ordered
The ref.
McDonald's.
The ref
official?
said later.
I ain't
Give it to
leaving
me
without that
later.
tip.
Not now.
Philip Alston's.
So there's that. And let's see. What do I want to do here? I would like to finish on crap. Let's see here. I had one of those picked out. They're just a bunch of quotes, but I had one of them picked out. If I can find it. Let's see. This is just a very brief one. Don't behave as if you are destined to live forever. What's fated hangs over you. As long as you live and while you can, become good now. Marcus Aurelius. Don't wait. You got one life. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Morning Hash. I very much appreciate your time. Go ahead, if you haven't already, click like and subscribe and that notification bell. Share this with a friend if you enjoyed my content. And if you didn't, if you're just here to poke fun at me, that's cool too. Bring it on. God, that was so lame. I'm turning into such a dad. Good gravy. All right, you guys. I will see you later. You take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. See ya. If I can close this.